Hi guys, so I wanted to get on here to talk about Jimmy Kimmel and what's going on with the freedom of speech crisis that we have in this country so far ever since Trump has got into the office. And it's been 9 months. And of course it's just been a complete chaos. So after the death of Charlie Kirk, Jimmy Kimmel has always been, a huge thorn for Trump and the Republicans, but mostly Trump. Jimmy Kimmel is known for his monologues and his constant making fun of this administration. But not only that, he makes fun of every administration, but mostly Trump. And we love him for that. And after Kirk's comments that Jimmy Kimmel did, which it wasn't even that bad, to be honest, honestly. It was not that bad. It was way worse than what others, like Jesse Waters, has done, where he literally threatened the UN to bomb them because of the escalator that stopped. Would come to find out, it was one of his own staff, even also the teleprompter at the UN, it was even his own team that messed up. So it wasn't even us. It wasn't even like nobody like trying to sabotage him. It was his own team, of course, incompetent. So the FCC, which controls the licenses of ABC and Disney and all these local major networks, they made a threat to ABC to try to take him off, saying we can do this the hard way or the easy way. And then they took him off air and they suspended him indefinitely for what? Because apparently his comments were so bad. And this caused a huge backlash, a huge firestorm outrage across the country of free speech. We're done with it. We're so tired. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Salsa?
No, gracias. Sorry.
No.
We're so tired of it. We have dealt with so much so far, and it hasn't even been a full year of the Trump presidency 2.0, and it's just like we're done of him trying to take our rights away, him bashing immigrants, his trying to rule against judges, not caring about the rule of law, and we're just done. The freedom of speech is what we have that's secured and protected in this country, and it should not be eroded, which it currently is by this Trump regime. And after the backlash, and after the stock of Disney was down 3%, losing $4 billion overnight, and it was just like the outrage and like even a huge uncanceling, a huge outrage from that. There was so many, like it was like a meme or a trend that was going on for the past couple days of people uncanceling. The research bar at Google was saying how to do uncancel Disney was crashing. So they were losing money there. And then 400 of popular celebrities, well-known people that ABC and Disney works with that gets them attention and money that would like to work with, signed a paper saying, listen, we want Jimmy Kimmel back. What you did was wrong. So they saw the writing on the wall. Either we keep losing money and our reputation is tarnished, or either way, we're going to have to deal with this Trump regime anyway. Whether we take care of our people that get us money, or this guy that's only going to be in office for 3 years, which is it? Stay with our loyal people or deal with this temporary guy? And of course, Disney reversed course and reinstated Jimmy Kimmel back. And on Tuesday, the whole nation was watching, the world was watching in anticipation of his return, Jimmy Kimmel, see what he would say. The right was either gonna like it or not, or well, but we were really hoping that he would not apologize, to be honest, because at the end of the day, freedom of speech is our fundamental right. And honestly, Jimmy Kimmel did not say anything bad. So we really wanted to see if he would give in to the pressures, at least from the right, saying that he needs to apologize, he needs to donate to that fascist program, that hateful program. You know what I'm talking about. that the guy represented. And his family, like, no, that has nothing to do with Jimmy Kimmel. It does not represent him. Why would he donate to that? No. That's very, very, like, dictatorial, and it's just not going to happen. So, that night, the Sinclair and Nexstar did not air half of his audience, which is like, it was like in 70 countries. Despite that, 6.3 million people tuned in, which is more than his average 1.3 million that tune in every night before this cancellation. It was massive. His ratings were massive, jumped from before he got canceled. And on YouTube, it had already amassed 22 million YouTube viewers, which is even just insane. This has been the most watched monologue from his whole career. So what Donald Trump potentially did, even Jimmy Kimmel became more popular. And Jimmy Kimmel has become the face of like the movement of free speech. And this was what apparently the MAGA or the Republicans or the right was all against, anti-free speech, people going against free speech. And Trump, in a social post, threatened hours before Jimmy Kimmel came back that I can't believe ABC brought him back. They told the White House that he was canceled. What a disgrace. Low rating Jimmy Kimmel, blah, blah, blah. Let him rot in his ratings. And then he even soft threatened publicly that he was going to sue ABC. He's like, last time we sued them, they gave us $16 million or billion, whatever the hell it was. So he publicly suing them. So it contradicts the MAGA Republicans saying government had nothing to do with it, when Donald Trump's literally saying, yeah, we sued them the first time, we're going to do it again. So obviously government was involved to try to pressure ABC and Disney to cancel Jimmy Kimmel, which is bullshit. So, Jimmy Kimmel, when he came back on, he was defiant. He did mention, and he did brought up the comments and saying he understands that some people might has misread or misunderstood what he meant, and then he actually got emotional. And what I liked about Jimmy Kimmel, he is great. He did everything right. Whether the MAGA Republicans liked it enough at all, who cares? He explained his comments and said that people misread what he meant. And he didn't mean to get anybody caused. He didn't apologize, which is fine. We didn't want him to apologize, but he at least explained, like, listen, I understand, I hear you. My comments probably didn't resonate with anybody. I get it. So it was great. And it was the most ratings. His ratings are through the roof. YouTube channel was going through the roof. And guess what? After 2 days of saying that we're not going to bring him back, Sinclair and Nexstar brought him back. Because they got to understand, free speech is our right. And they got to understand that Trump just made this guy more popular. They got to understand everything that has been happening throughout the week, where, let's say, the funeral of Kirk. Trump could have had that moment to try to bring the country together. And what did he do? He used it as a political rally and spilled hate, divisiveness, like he always does, saying, I don't like my opponents. This is where I disagree on Kirk, and I hate them. I want them to fail. Just being so mean and divisive, like as he always does. There's no unifying this guy. He's a joke. And they realize these guys have done much worse. Jesse Waters, again, threatened the UN to bomb the UN with world leaders on there and U.S. soil. And what does Fox News do to that motherfucker? Nothing. So no, done with all this shit. Done with the hypocrisy of selective outrage, and that's it. So God bless Jimmy Kimmel. God bless the American people for speaking up, and we will continue this fight. This regime will not take our rights away any longer. We're going to continue fighting. At the end of the day, this guy is only in office for 3 years. So guys, please keep tuning in to Jimmy Kimmel. Keep watching him on YouTube. Keep watching him on your platforms. Keep supporting him. We must not give in to this Trump regime ever. We, the people, have the power to stand up with our votes and our voices. God bless America.